Morning everybody, welcome back to AY Drafting, where we focus on making your Civil 3D workflows as efficient as possible. Today, we have another special script, a script that automates updating your layers to client standards and purging the unwanted layers. Hit that like button and let's get right into it. So, here's the problem. I know we've all been there when we finish a project and it's time to send the project to the client. And you have to package it up, do the quality checks, and you realize you've got a lot of garbage inside of your project. First of all, it's layers. Most of the layers are not to the client standards, and you've got to clean them up. Cleaning them up like this is not sufficient. You can't just delete the layers because there are some layers on the objects that are inside of the blocks or inside of the corridors, and objects you will spend, if not days but weeks, trying to find out the layers that they're on. So what do? All of these unwanted layers, you can't get rid of them. I'm here to help. Don't worry, we've got it. I developed a script that will basically get rid of all of the non-standard layers out of your project and move them to the layer that you want to move it to. You get to choose the layers that they're going to move, but there's a caveat. You're doing it in bulk, so it's going to be per category of items. For example, if there are alignments that are on the wrong layer, those alignments are going to one layer. The rest of the alignments on the right layers, on the client standard layers, are going to stay the same. And same for all of the other objects. So polylines, you have a bunch of polylines on unwanted layer. All of them are going to move to the layer that you want. I know it's not ideal, but this is as far as we can automate it. The rest you have to do it manually. You can isolate the objects by the layer that you have created and by the object by selecting it quickly by type. For example, if you select any object and go to, or for example, if you go into the quick select and you choose a layer, you choose a layer that you want and just press OK. Or you find a polyline, you find a layer, you choose a layer that you want, you click OK, and if you have any objects, there's no objects on this one, of course. So you choose your polylines, you choose your layers, and for example, here's the garbage, but you've moved it to the alignment major layer, and now you have it all in one layer, and you can just isolate and see where that object is and place it to the right layer. So makes it easier if you have to. But this is the quickest way for you to get into the to pass the quality check for your client and send the project. So here's how it works. I'll show you the script first, just so you are aware of the complexity of the script. Here's the script. It's the waterfall. It gets the data, processes it, and lets you choose the objects and layers that you want to. Then it purges all the layers, the unwanted layers, and that's pretty much it. If you're interested in learning how to create these scripts, I encourage you to subscribe to my newsletter. I'm currently developing a course titled Dynamo for Civil 3D, designed to elevate your skills from beginner to advanced in just 8 weeks. So just drop your email below in the newsletter sign-up form, and I'll get back to you when I have the course ready. And you might win a chance to be among the first beta testers of the course for no cost at all. So try to get there early and sign up for my course. Let's get back into it. Let me show you how the script works. You open the Dynamo player, path to your project, and you run the script. As easy as that. So here's the Dynamo player. You have to input some data. For some reason, Dynamo just sorts it by alphabetically automatically. You don't have to stick to that. I don't like it, so I'll remove it. Let's open our property layers so that you can see that these layers, the unwanted layers, are going to be gone from the layer properties, because I have this client standard Excel spreadsheet that the client sent me, and I'm trying to match the spreadsheet. Most of my layers match, but there are a lot of them, as you saw, the layers that we don't want in our drawings because they were brought in from another drawings or from another objects or from some XREFs and PDFs that you import. So you want to remove those, you have to have an Excel spreadsheet of those layers. Then you have to path to that Excel spreadsheet, and now you get to choose what would you like to do with the objects. So for example, all of the text objects on unwanted layers, what layer do you want them to go on? Let's call it C-ano VFrame text or G-ano objects, all of the objects that are on the layer. Let's call it temp, just so that we can control it later. The line and poll lines, leave it the same in temp. And text, I'd like it in G-ano. Alignments, maybe we can place it on C-align major. Let's place it here. Block references, call it temp. Circles, corridors, leave it temp, whatever. Faces, we probably don't even have any faces. So profiles, poll lines, and that's it. That's pretty much it. That's what you do. You have to specify each category, where those layers from those objects are moving. And remember, these layers, there might not be all of these objects on these layers. You're just making sure everything is addressed. I've placed them all at once so that there is no confusion in the script. It's simple. Just input the data. It will take you 2 minutes instead of hundreds of hours trying to find out those layers. And that's pretty much it. It will remove It will remove all of the unwanted layers, like all of these layers, from the script. So let's run the script and watch the greatness. Boom, that's it. 1-to-1 client standard layer list, 0 unwanted layers. All of the objects on unwanted layers are moved to the proper layers. But of course, because you moved it all onto one layer, you're going to see some discrepancy in your project, which is fine. If you've placed your objects on the wrong layer, it's your problem. You should have placed them on the right layer. You should have used the right layers. And this will make you create quality product at the end of the day. So that's it. So that's all for today, folks. Thanks for tuning in. Remember, tools like these, you're not just working harder, you're working smarter. Be sure to check out other tutorials and resources to keep enhancing your skills and efficiency. Don't forget to subscribe for more updates and tips from AUI Drafting. Enhance your expertise and keep drafting like a boss.
Soundstripe.